Hello. I'm Cosmic Jack. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is take 2 of recording this video. So I had to double check to make sure that we were live and we were recording. So happy July! I can't believe it is motherfucking July. What a ride it has been up until this point. The first half of the year, I feel like, was very much a transformation and a metamorphosis, rising into our power for the second half of the year, because we are in an 8-year. I had a personal 8-year last year, and it really was about really purging anywhere where I was disempowered. And so your power center really is in your core, and it really is about coming back into your center. So it's really about focusing on all of the energetic leaks and all of the things that keep you from your full empowerment and fullest expression and your fullest embodiment. And so in order to come into that and for that to be realized, you really have to face and confront all of the ways that you are not holding that very energetically within your body. And so I'm so proud of us for getting here to this 6-month mark of the year and moving through so much transformation. I know it has been a year, and the second half of the year is really different energetically. It really has more of a Piscean influence, and really Pisces, we have been feeling this energy all week as Saturn is now retrograde in Pisces and Neptune retrogrades July 2nd in Pisces. And so really with these outer planets, we feel them the most the week of its stations. So I know a lot of people have been feeling really spicy and edgy in our bodies and our nervous systems. And really that is a sign of our expansion and a sign of things to come through. And, I just landed a quantum leap myself. I'm moving tomorrow on July 1st. So I really love that I get to start a totally new cycle for the second half of the year in this upgraded, elevated version of myself. And with Pisces really represents things coming to fruition and manifestation, and we get to receive and we get to ground things in. Pisces represents the feet. It represents the soles of your feet, which touch the earth. And it really is, you have to be grounded to receive the codes, right? And the more grounded you are, the more you're able to hold higher energetic and energy and information and codes in your body. And so it really is about really being so grounded and so rooted that you can receive, and but not being too grounded that you're not lifting your head and checking, right? It's about the balance of both, and that's really what Pisces is about. It really is the alchemy of the inner. Whoa, my voice just like this. The inner and the outer, right? So the 3D with the 5D. It really is that what is it? The Hierophant? Is it the Hierophant tarot card that I'm thinking of? I think it is, where it's like they have 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water. And it really represents that bringing of the spiritual world into the physical world, and really balancing the metaphysical and the spiritual with the practical and the tangible. And that's really how you get results in the 3D world and in the 3D reality, because we are here to live a 3D experience, but we also learn the most about the spiritual through the 3D reality, which makes this earth game kind of fun, kind of crazy in a way. And so it's not being too stuck and too grounded that we're not moving and we're not evolving and we're not growing, but really being rooted to rise. And the way that we rise is we connect. And really Pisces is that full circle. Things come to fruition, things come to manifestation, and it really is super spiritual and super connected. And Pisces has the power to create from everything, right? Because it is the last sign of the zodiac. So it has access to all of the power, light, and shadows, and wisdom, and potential pain points of the signs before it. And so it really is kind of like a choose your own adventure. There's an unlimited, untapped potential of limitless possibilities. And so it's like, what are you tapping into? What are you creating? Pisces is the ultimate creator. And so we might be feeling these energies and this pressure and this like edginess like in our bodies this week. I know we've been feeling all of the feelings leading up to it this week. And but things wouldn't be spicy if there wasn't for something for you on the other side. And that's really what happens, you know. Your past comes up, your patterns come up, subconscious things come up, fears come up that you have to just meet and move through and know how to ground it into your body and into your reality. And really just staying focused and staying willing to do the work and not look back, because your new reality has to be more real to you than where you're currently at. And you have to not let anything rock you from your certainty, your confidence in your conviction, and navigating it. And so I kind of wanted to walk you through my process of change, and how I was able to land, you know, my little leap, my leap into my next level through certainty and through trust and through knowing the astrology, because you know, really the last 3 months have been pretty really growth heavy is like the best way I could say. Really growth heavy, because I've had to really challenge my identity, which the identity piece really came from that solar eclipse in Aries, a lot of Chiron in Aries, a lot of energy in Aries, where we were being asked to change how we literally identify. And your identity is how you see and view yourself and your beliefs about yourself. And you're always going to take action and show up and be in your behaviors, like your behaviors are who you be, from your identity. And so if you want to know how you see and view yourself, just look at what's in your life and your reality, because that's like how you're choosing to operate. And so your standards to really choose and dictate like what's going on in your reality. And so you have to set a new bar, set a new standard for yourself, and operate from the version of you that has what you want already and naturally just embodies the traits and the characteristics and the qualities of what you want. And then it's about like developing new skills, new behaviors, new habits in alignment with where you're going, because this will dictate the tangibility of your outcomes. And you really just need to have the courage and the commitment to go through the ringer and go through the process. Because there's stuff that's going to come up, and it's like it's like the unknown, right? And you have to make the unknown more safe and comfortable and familiar than where you are now, because outside of your comfort zone is the stretch. Right? So if you're not always edging your comfort zone, it's like this is like the process of change. It's like you do this and then it balances out, and then you do this and then it balances out, and then you do this and it balances it out, right? And so you have to change your identity, but you also have to stretch your capacity, and you also have to feel safe in this next level, right? And so the capacity, again, like that change takes place out of your comfort zone. So you have to have a willingness to take action that stretches your nervous system's comfort zone. So like whatever feels safe and familiar, it's like you have to do something outside of that, right? So it comes from something outside of you, because your capacity is built through stress. And so you have to be able to hold the duality of change in your body and then anchor in a new level of safety. So you really have to know how to make yourself feel safe and nurtured and taken care of and protected, right? It's kind of like that, like I got it energy, which I always say is about your Mars. And Mars is like your masculine assertion energy. It's like your masculine daddy energy. It's the energy that like makes sure you feel safe, make sure you feel supported, make sure you feel protected. It really makes sure you're provided for. It's going to be that masculine kind of like assertion energy that's like, no, I'm grounded, I'm good, I got this, I have confidence, I take action, I am bold, I am brave, and I have my own back. And when you can learn to just trust yourself and make sure that you're the most dependable, reliable person in your life, and that you're going to do what's ever required to show up and support yourself, then that's like when the reality lands, because you are unstoppable in that energy, right? And you can also like look to your moon to see how you feel safe and secure. But it's also like your ability to make yourself feel safe also determines the quality of your thoughts. So mindset is super important when it comes to your ability to make yourself feel safe, because your mind will reflect the quality of your body and your nervous system. And then you have to be able to hold that new level and be stretched in that new level with resilience and patience and trust, because you know, the 3D is fucking slow. So things take time to build and to come to form, you know. The day you plant the seed isn't the day you bear the fruit. So It takes patience, it takes stamina, it takes resilience, and a faith and a trust in something bigger, because you're going to go as far as your faith and your trust allows you to go. And so that is that Pisces piece, because Pisces has full trust and full faith in the unknown. And the feminine feels safe in the unknown, because that is where she accesses the quantum field and the quantum potential, right? And so in order for your quantum leap to land, you have to be set safe and you have to be anchored in your body. This is really what I've learned through the last 6 years of Uranus and Taurus in my 4th house, is how to be my own safe space, how to be my own home, and really how to feel solid, moving and expanding all of my edges, right? Because expansion and change happens in all areas of your life. So it's not just one area, like it trickles into everything, because energy is not linear, right? So that's why I say sometimes, like, if you're calling in love, sometimes the best thing you can do is focus on your business and not the relationship, because just naturally focusing your energy on like developing your own masculine energy and focusing your energy somewhere else, that's like the love will come in. And so it really is like about like a whole what's the word I want to use? It's like very like an intimate energetic process of alchemy, right? And so when you can balance that, like, I got it energy with the feminine of like the it girl energy, right? That is Pisces, because Pisces is the yin and the yang. It's the 3D with the 5D. And so I called it the 5D, the feminine, and the 3D, the masculine. And so when you're balanced in that, and you are anchored in your self-trust, you're anchored in your faith, you're anchored in your intuitive guidance, you're anchored in your intuitive knowing, and you know exactly how to move and what to create and how to attract. And then you have that I got it energy. It is like a recipe for a fucking success. And that is how you land your leap, because it's like when you like, because for me, my it girl energy is strong, you know what I mean? Like, it is fucking strong. And my intuition is strong as fuck. So I am always moving on my intuitive guidance, but I didn't always have that like strong I got it energy to like really make myself feel safe and comfortable going through change. And so I would really be ungrounded and like bumbling and fumbling, and my nervous system would just freak out, and I would get stuck and freeze. And I would just go like overthink, overanalyze, over spiral, shall we say, and just really be so disassociated, because I didn't have that like I got it energy to make myself feel super safe and secure and supported through the up level and the upheaval and like the process of the quantum change. And so now I'm so much more grounded, and it shows me my growth and my ability and my relationship with myself, because that's super important. That relationship you have with yourself sets the tone with everything else in your life. And you can just look to the astrology too. Like, this is what this Uranus and Taurus in my 4th house has really been about developing for me. And so I think it's so poignant and so funny and not at all ironic, because of course, like, the astrology always tells the story that I'm moving with literally Mars and the moon and Uranus conjunct in my 4th house of home, with all of this Cancer energy in the ethers. And I'm like, right, because this is like, the astrology always tells the story. The astrology has been moving me into this point since March with the first eclipses. And then we had the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction and like all these things happening. So I was just like, of course, now it's coming to fruition 3 months later. And I've been put through the ringer, and I know exactly how to land a leap and create change very grounded and solid and cool and chill and calm as fuck now. And I'm so proud of myself for just moving through the process. And so now I got you in this process. And here's the thing, like, it's so important to do this work and create the change so that you can hold more joy. Because confirmation burp, because I was having this conversation with my friend. It's like, sometimes we feel that we're like just getting punished in this journey of like healing. And it's like, it's not that you're getting punished. It's just like you're clearing out the darkness and you're clearing out the density. So obviously that's going to feel hard. And you think that like where you're at is good, but it's because you actually haven't experienced how good things can get. And so you're doing this work to hold more joy, to hold more pleasure, to hold more light, to hold more abundance, to hold more happiness, right? So it's like you actually haven't even been able to experience and feel all of the pleasure and the happiness and the joy that you have yet to experience, right? Like the best days of your life have not happened yet. And so it's really about holding that vision of like the joy, right? And like as women, like we have to be able to hold pleasure in our bodies, right? And so that's like the other side of the loop. It's like, no, like actually like you do this work because like so many of us are used to holding the other side of like the density, right? And it's like actually the other side of the density is the light, right? So how much light can your body actually hold? Because that's when your vibration then starts working for you, and you have to assert and like exert a lot less effort because your vibration is actually doing the work for you. And that's when things just like land in your lap and flow happens, and you meet someone at a dinner party who introduces you to a 10K client, like your 20K client, like whatever. And that's when you go to the grocery store and you run into the love of your life. And it's just because you just did the work to clear your channel, to be intuitive, to know exactly how to move and exactly how to be. And then people just come to you because your energy and your vibration and your attraction game is fucking strong. And then your masculine is just doing the work to get you, you know, like winning you over, sweets. And so we're really just this process of creation and this Pisces energy that we're moving towards through this end of the year is really having you come into your power as the creator, that 8-year, that Pisces energy, and really learn how to create and quantum leap your reality, because it really is going to be a totally different energy the second half of the year. We have a lot of Piscean influences. Pluto retrogrades back into Capricorn. We have an eclipse season. We have 2 Mercury retrogrades. We have Mars retrogrades. So it really is an internally kind of focused year, second half of the year, in order for us to receive and make moves and make things happen. So if you want support in this is exactly what I'm guiding you through inside Cosmic Jedi. And we're doing it in a way that is unique and authentic for you through your transits and through your birth chart, so that you can come back into center. You know what to do. You know how to handle it. You got you in this. You get to balance your masculine and feminine energies through your birth chart. You get to anchor in new levels of safety and can stretch your capacity to receive and to hold, to be in relationship and intimacy with it, so that you can hold more joy in your body and that your leap can land. You get to plug into my energy, my groundedness, my ability to see your energy and just reflect to your blind spots super fast, because that's all you need to do is just fine tune and tweak your energy and just have you reflected back to you as I hold you in your power and I reflect and remind you who the fuck you are. Change is made so much possible, so much faster through support and through knowing the astrology, because the astrology tells you exactly what you need to do, what's happening, what you got to do. I tell you how to use it. That's what makes me, the way I do astrology, different, because I'm teaching you actually how to use it and how to apply it to create shifts. And you just have to be willing and courageous to commit to the change. And, you know, support is your non-negotiable. So you know the power of support and you're ready to anchor in a new identity and a new reality. So if that is something that you are interested in, you want to really know you did everything that you could right now to get you to where you want to go by the end of the year, then this is for you, because you got to put yourself in a position and a place to receive what you want. And I absolutely fucking got you through this process. I just did this process myself, so I got you in this next level of you landing what you want. So plus we get to make it fun and have joy along the process and find love and happiness and more pleasure and play in the journey. So I will post all of the information in the show notes, and happy quantum creating and really just what was I going to say? Creating the capacity for you to create change within your body, within your life, within your nervous system, and through your birth chart. So I will see you inside. Happy July. Bye.